Hi, my name is Karen Ruet, and I've been a Silverfish Photography Collective member since 2001. The work that I made for AFTERIMAGE is called Home Sweet Home, and it was largely inspired by my Aunt Claudette's scrapbook photo albums. She's a nun, and at one point during her career, she had the honor of being asked to move to Rome for 7 years to represent Canada on a consulate of nuns. And when she left the country, she gave her photographic albums to my father for safekeeping. And they've never really left our family home since that time. And I was amazed by those images. I had already studied photography. I love anything antique. I'm madly in love with old images and old cameras. And I asked my cousin Ken today in an email, like, who took those photographs of our family? There are just piles and piles of photographs from our family. And none of us actually know. I know that my dad had a camera in college because he was in a million photographs in his college yearbook. And he said, do you know why I'm in all those photographs? It's because I'm one of the only people who had a camera. And I thought that was really amazing. So there was a tradition in our family of taking family photographs. And what intrigued me as well about my aunt's scrapbook was the actual scrapbook. And I've done some bookbinding before, and I love that process. But I absolutely love the look of Black backgrounds with photographs on them. And my aunt drew a lot of lines and things around all of the photographs, and she wrote descriptions under each photograph in her album. So I really wanted to present my work in kind of a scrapbooky way for this show. And for the first time, I decided that I would like to have my photographs away from the wall. So in my mind, I pictured them hanging from a ceiling. And we talked about this at Silverfish and about all the ramifications of doing that and logistical issues as well. And my friend Lori suggested that maybe they could be organized in lines depending on who is in the photographs. So there were 8 children in my dad's family, and that's basically how I'm structuring my installation. Each person is going to have a little line of images from when they were a small child to today, if they're still living. And out of 8 children, there are only 5 living. So in a few cases, I have audio from not only the brother or sister of my father, but from a couple of my cousins to replace the missing person in their line of families. So my installation starts with an image of the house that my dad was born in. And the whole project is centered around their memories of living in that house. And I never lived in that house. So I have a completely different set of memories about that space and time. But I would say that the pandemic was a major source of stress for me because I couldn't access my family. My aunt, who lives in Quebec, I don't have a photograph of her from now. I mean, I have one from a recent reunion, but I don't have, because I couldn't access her. And for most of the pandemic, Edmundston, where my family basically settled, like 20 minutes down the road from Edmundston, has been in the red zone. So I wasn't even able to go there. So instead of like going to a family reunion and making images at a reunion the way I normally would, that all changed. And I had to rely a lot on the archive and ended up making only one trip to Edmundston. So I had to do a lot in 2 days when I was there. And for me, the after image sits somewhere between the photographs that exist in our family archive and the memories that people have at that time and place.